Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to the Blackwell Legacy. Alright, let's go ahead and answer the telephone, so it'll stop ringing.
Hello?
This is Dr. Quentin from Bellevue Hospital.
Yes?
I was your aunt's primary care physician. Did you receive my letter?
Yes, I did.
Yes, I received it. I haven't had the time to come by, though.
That's all right. I'm sure you're busy. However, should you find the time today, my entire schedule is free.
Sure.
That's impressive
I'll keep
for a
that in
doctor.
mind.
Thank you. Good day.
If I don't visit him, he's just going to keep bothering me. I suppose I should just get it over with.
His entire day is free. That's pretty impressive. Alright, so we can look around. Let's, ooh, stove.
Just a standard stove oven combo.
Perfect for making ramen.
Out of
Cabinets.
sight, out of mind.
Yes, indeed. More cabinets.
It's fake, but kind of pretty.
No, Rosa, it really isn't.
I must have watched all these a dozen times.
That's impressive. Not very many.
This TV was here when I moved in.
Haha, lucky. Is that a lava lamp? I think that's a lava lamp.
That's Griff, the PI bear. I've had him as long as I can remember. He's in horrible shape, but I don't have the heart to throw him away.
I love that grin.
This is the only living plant I own. I bought it 2 years ago.
You might want
It's
to
still
trim.
living, despite my total lack of care.
My father has a plant like that. No matter what he does, he can't
Just
kill
a
it.
trash can filled with crumpled up novel ideas.
Oh, you're a writer.
That leads to my bedroom. It's an oversized closet, but it suits me fine.
Anything else? Well, let's
Just
look at
some
the
old book review
clippings.
clippings.
Book review clippings of your books?
My computer.
Probably not.
It's a bit old, but it lets me access the internet and do my writing.
Woohoo! Internets!
Cook. Why bother when every Chinese restaurant in the area delivers?
Ah, New York.
There's nothing in these cabinets I want right now.
Oh, come on.
There's nothing in these I don't need to touch it. I know these plants are fake. I'm not up for watching a movie. Besides, I've seen all of them a dozen times.
Yeah, you said that before.
I don't need to bother. I don't get reception anyway.
You don't have cable? Oh, a notebook.
It's my notebook.
Can I go
I
take
don't
the
need
notebook?
my notebook now.
Apparently not.
Griff is fine where he is.
Oh, but I want to take a look at him. Ah, photograph. Let's take a look at that photograph.
It's a photograph of Auntie Lauren and me.
Aww. Oh, that's the bridge where, she deposited the ashes.
It's me. I look scared out of my mind. I don't remember when this picture was taken, but I look about 4 or 5 years old.
Actually, she's kind of grinning there. She doesn't look that scared.
Auntie Lauren. She took care of me after my parents died. For most of my life, Auntie Lauren was a vegetable, slowly rotting away in a hospital bed. I don't remember what she was like before that. This picture is all I have to go by.
Oh, that's just pleasant. Who took care of you while she was a vegetable? If you don't remember her, you must have been pretty young. Kind of defeats the purpose.
They're fine where they are.
But I want to read them. Can I get on the computer? Do some writing.
I am just feeling so uninspired today. Maybe tomorrow I'll feel up to it. But today, it's just not happening.
Yeah, that's my everyday. Turn the computer off.
I'm not ready for bed.
I suppose that's good. So, in other words, I guess we get to go to, the hospital. Let's take the elevator. Bellevue Psychiatric Hospital, but we can't go to Washington Square Park anymore. Aww. The lights were flickering. That's never fun.
The sign says I'm not allowed back there.
Well, clearly I should go back there then. Ha ha ha!
Locked. Whatever's back there, I can't get to it.
Damn it. Fuse box?
You need a key to open it.
Damn it.
Looks like a fuse box. Judging by the flickering lights, it must be broken.
Figures. What else can I look at? Anything else? I can't look at the elevator.
Looks like an internal phone. For paging doctors or patients, I guess.
Paging patients? Really? Seems a little strange.
Some kind of motivational poster.
Oh god, I hate motivational posters. Info.
It
What's this
says
say?
that this floor is undergoing renovations. That explains a lot.
That's, ooh. Hey, keys.
Some small keys. One of them is labeled FB. I assume that means fuse box.
That's probably a good, assumption.
It's the security guard for the hospital.
Well, I guess we should talk to him. Let's ask
What's
about the
with
lights.
the lights?
Hey, old buildings, you know? Always got problems. If the
Yep,
plumbing ain't
usually you
broken, the
fix 'em.
lights are on the blink. It's giving me a headache, let me tell you.
Yes, and I've come here with stress headaches. So don't you be talking to me about headaches. Let's ask about Auntie.
Did you have contact with Lauren Blackwell while she was here?
Nope. Doesn't ring a bell. She was in temporary care?
No, she was in long term.
That's a whole different floor.
Damn it.
This is the floor for temp patients.
I see.
Let's
So
ask about
what
the temporary
exactly
ward.
happens here on the temporary ward?
It's just that. Temporary. Most insurance
Just here
plans
until they
only
kick 'em
cover
out.
a 2-week stay, so this floor is designed for a high turnover rate. That's why the doctor's offices are usually
Yep.
down here. They need to be on hand when
Sure,
new
that helps
patients
them out.
arrive.
Alright, let's ask to see the
I'm
doctor.
here to see Dr. Quentin.
Uh-huh. Is he expecting you?
I've
Yeah.
got this letter right here.
Okay. Looks legit.
Looks
Go right
legit.
in.
Sweet.
His name's on the door. You can't miss it.
Thanks.
Whee! Automatically moving for me.
Come in.
Dr. Quentin?
Yes.
I'm Rosangela Blackwell.
Oh, hello. Come in. Come in.
That's a pretty cheap chair there.
You got my letter, I trust.
Yes, I did.
Good.
be
good.
here otherwise.
My condolences on the loss of your mother.
Polite correction.
Thanks, but she was my aunt, not my mother.
Ah, quite right, quite right.
So you wanted to talk to me about something?
Yes. Yes, I did. But before we go into
Would you
that,
like to invest
how
in
are you holding up?
some property? No. Let's give him a cautious
I'm
response.
Fine. Why?
Oh, no reason. Just asking questions. Goes with the job.
Right.
Yeah.
You received the ashes?
Yes, I scattered them this morning.
I imagine you must miss her.
Paranoid response. Let's give an honest
To be
response.
honest, I'm not sure what to feel. It's not like I knew her, or even remember her from before. She's like a stranger.
So why did you make it a point of visiting her all those years?
Well, she's family.
She was the only family I had. I guess I felt an obligation, like I had to.
And now that you don't have to?
What do you want me to say? Auntie's dead, life goes on.
So you'll just keep living, is that it?
Yes.
What else
Keep
would you
writing
do?
your little book reviews in the paper, right?
How did you know about those?
You know about those?
It's hardly a secret. A number of the staff have read them, yes.
Uh-oh.
I didn't think a West Village paper would interest anyone up here.
I have to be honest, Miss Blackwell. The staff read them.
Yes, please.
Because they were more interested
Please be
in
honest.
you.
Oh, God. Deadpan response.
Their intentions were purely benign, I assure you.
Uh-huh.
It was your aunt they were primarily interested in. They wanted to know more about her family, and you proved to be, shall we say, less than eager to comply?
That's their problem.
Indeed.
How do you think that someone
It
would
was your
react
choice
like
to
that?
make. Your aunt was an interesting case.
Wasn't she a
And now
basket
that
case?
she's gone, I was hoping you'd be more forthcoming with me. Just an informal chat. We can discuss her condition, and yours too, of course.
What do you mean my condition?
Wait, what do you mean by my condition?
Exactly.
Hereditary dementia is my specialty, Miss
Oh.
Blackwell. And in my opinion, there is significant cause for concern.
Sorry, did you say hereditary?
He did say that.
Yes, 2 generations. Your aunt and your grandmother before her.
Damn it.
My grandmother?
Yes, Patricia, I think her name was, right?
I never knew my
Oh,
grandmother.
this sounds bad.
Auntie Lauren was it. There was nobody else. She couldn't exactly provide me with a family history.
Oh, I see. I had no idea.
Well, maybe you should have.
Yeah.
Did anyone else come in to visit her
That's-
besides me?
Did you know nothing
you are
about her
correct.
condition?
I should have read the family history more carefully. I do apologize. I just assumed. Well, never mind.
How long were you her
It doesn't
doctor
change
again?
The fact that you should be concerned as well.
Go on.
Patricia Blackwell suffered her mental collapse at the age of 55. Lauren Blackwell underwent hers at the age of 40.
What are you saying? That the same thing is going to happen to me?
No.
At
I'm
age
saying
25.
that there is significant cause for concern.
Because clearly it'll just move up 15 years. Let's ask about grandmother's condition.
I had a grandmother.
Apparently
Yeah.
so.
How do you know about her?
That's kind of a
It
given.
was in your aunt's case history when she was brought to us. Patricia Blackwell's symptoms were the same, word for word. Patricia's case was severe, and she was young, but it was chalked up to being an
said she
ordinary
was
case
55.
of dementia.
Until it struck her daughter.
Until 20 years later, when it struck her daughter, yes.
It seems impossible.
Perhaps it's genetic, but we've detected no abnormality.
Huh. Let's ask about
You
Auntie's
never
condition
could
before
find
we
out what
move
was
on.
wrong with her, huh?
No, we didn't. But she still remains a fascinating case.
I thought she
Fascinating.
was a vegetable.
I don't understand.
Forgive me, I speak from a purely professional perspective. I didn't
Kinda
know
creepy,
your aunt
you know that?
personally.
Neither did I, but
Wait,
fascinating.
again, weren't
It
you
might
her
come as a
doctor?
surprise to you, but yes.
But she was practically catatonic. All she did was lie there for 20 years. She'd sometimes twitch or mumble something incoherent, but I wouldn't call that fascinating.
Well, as you know, she wasn't exactly catatonic. We kept her sedated.
Right. She had outbursts.
What?
Yes, and we had to sedate her heavily to keep her calm, especially in...
Somehow I don't think that was necessarily
What are
the
you trying to
best
say?
treatment for
Miss
her.
Blackwell, we are not a nursing home. We're not content to merely keep a patient comfortable. We are, after all, in the healing profession. We were trying to heal your aunt, and to do that, we had to speak to her.
Wait, you spoke to Auntie.
We tried to.
Did she answer back?
After a fashion, yes.
You're creeping me out, buddy. Let's ask about Auntie's words.
If Auntie spoke, why wasn't I told?
Miss Blackwell, do you remember what brought your aunt here in the first place?
I'm
Her
sure you're about to
screaming,
tell us.
Her hitting herself?
I was only 5 years old at the time. But I kind of remember.
In order to prevent her from doing harm to herself or to others, we were forced to sedate her. When we limited her medication, she simply reverted to her former state. Her
Screaming and
natural
hitting
state,
herself?
I'm sorry to add.
What did Auntie say?
Nothing that made any sense. But one thing was clear. She was in great pain.
Pain? What kind of pain?
It's difficult to say, but it was
Oh, come on.
immense.
You're a doctor. You've got
How
all kinds of
immense?
words at your
When we
fingertips.
reduced her medication, the transformation was dramatic. Her eyes flew open, she thrashed, her screams. Well, we had to gag her eventually.
My God.
I know.
Did she still
that
feel
certainly
it
does sound bad.
when she was sedated?
We don't know. There's no way of knowing.
25
Could have
years.
asked
I
her.
know.
Poor Auntie.
Let's ask about the future.
So what should I do?
Right now, nothing. This type of thing is
come back here
unprecedented. There is no procedure to go through, no medication I can give you. I just want you to be aware, is all. And come talk to me if, well, there's any concern.
Yes, let me freak you out right now, just so that you can have an even worse day. Good plan there, Doctor. Good
You
plan.
couldn't find any other link between the two cases.
None, aside from the family connection. And a name.
A name? What name?
The documentation we had on your grandmother is minimal, but there was one interesting item noted. During her more lucid moments, she uttered the name Joey. Your aunt, too, would cry out that name on occasion.
Joey?
Yes,
Who's Joey?
we've been
No.
wondering the same
She was
thing for
clearly
25
interested
years.
in Australian wildlife. That's all there is to it. I guess we can't do anything else.
Is there
Let's
anything else you
leave
need to
the
tell me
office.
before I go?
Your aunt had some personal effects in
Oh, good.
storage. As the next of kin, you're the beneficiary.
Sweet loot.
It's just a folder, some documents,
Wait,
and so
that's
on.
wrong.
It's being
I
sent
shouldn't
to
say
your
that.
address via messenger.
Oh, well, thanks for that.
Why couldn't you have
It's
waited
no
until I
problem
got
at
here?
all. Goodbye, Miss Blackwell. My schedule is fairly open now, so feel free to drop in anytime. I'm always
Yeah,
happy
I'm
to
not sure
discuss
that I
my
want to do
favorite
that.
patient.
Sure.
Your favorite patient, and yet there were a lot of things that you didn't seem to know about her. Well, I think we're done here. I don't need to think about that guy anymore. I guess we'll head back to Rosa's apartment. Now, at least Jim wasn't a jerk to us again.
I'm not ready for bed.
No? Can I look at the clippings
They're
again?
fine where they are.
Can I look at them?
Just some old book.
Okay, can I get on the
My
computer? Do some writing?
I am just feeling so uninspired today.
Nope.
Maybe tomorrow I'll feel up to it. But today, it's just
Okay.
not happening.
So we'll look at the picture again. Maybe that'll trigger something.
It's a photograph of Auntie Lauren and me.
It is also oddly
Auntie Lauren.
framed.
She took care for most of my... I don't remember. This picture is... It's me. I look scared out of my mind. I don't remember when this picture was taken.
Okay, nothing there. Can I take the notebook now?
I don't need my...
Apparently not.
Just a standard stove. Cook. Why bother when every Chinese restaurant in the area delivers?
Where is my... Oh, there's my phone. Maybe we can order some Chinese.
I have nobody to call.
Chinese! Come on! Oh, wait, there's an envelope here. I totally missed that.
Apparently, this envelope had no trouble entering the building. Go figure.
Jim! Clearly, Rosa, you need to plot some revenge. Maybe find whatever window is right above the doorway and pour out some water, perhaps? Would certainly put out his cigarette.
Apparently, the go...
Let's go ahead
Looks
and take
like
that.
it's from Bellevue.
Hey, alright. Oh, I lost my note. My letter, apparently. I'm guessing this is a letter from Rosa's grandmother. Dear Lauren, so you've been at NYU for 2 weeks now and have not called. September 3rd, 1960. I am sure things are busy in the Big Apple, but don't forget the family you left behind. Things back home are well. Jack starts high school on Monday, so he's a bit nervous. You know how he gets. Be sure to write him a letter. He misses his big sister. I admit I am still a bit nervous about your living in New York all by yourself. You are carrying ID with you when you go out, like I asked. Oh god, 25 pages? Oh man. You know me, just being a mom. Somebody has to. Keep your head on straight, kid, as your dad would say, and remember that you have family back home that misses you. Love you, Mom, and Dad, and Jack. Hello, sis. I am writing this on my new St. Clair Model 15. Mom says that improving my handwriting is a lost cause, so she got me this. Keen, huh? So keen. October 17th, 1960. Apparently, you still have problems spelling. I've already typed up a few stories on it, and this letter. Can't type for long because Dad says the noise drives him up the friggin' wall. What does he know? So how is life in the big bad city? Troy is dead boring as usual. Why'd you have to go to college, huh? There's nobody to talk to in this dump anymore. See you at Thanksgiving, Jacko. December 5th, 1960. Dear Lauren, well, Thanksgiving time has come and gone, and so have you. In just 2 short months, I can already see you evolving into a capable young woman. You have outgrown this small town, Lauren. That much is obvious. Jack will be following in your footsteps soon, I am sure. Visiting you in New York is all he talks about. Speaking of Jack, I know you were worried about him. We all are, but don't feel that that is your responsibility. You are his sister and love him. But he has got to learn to live without you eventually. You're growing up. Let him grow up too. Till Christmas, love. Mom and Dad and Jack. Lauren, can you keep a secret? I don't want to say this over the phone in case Mom or Dad overhear. Mom's been acting odd lately. It started a few days after you went back to New York. She was dragging me shopping when she suddenly screamed and fainted. She was pointing at the corner of the room, but there was nothing there. We brought her to the hospital, and she says she's fine now. She's been very on edge and paranoid. It's hard to explain. Dad's no help. Can you call and try to cheer her up? She won't listen to me. Just don't tell her about this letter. I hope she's okay. Jacko. November 13th, 1961. Lauren, you seemed concerned after our last phone call. I just wanted to write and reassure you that everything is F-I-N-E. Let us know when you were coming home again for Thanksgiving. With love, Mom and Dad and Jack. Dear sis, Mom's getting worse. You said it best during Thanksgiving. It's like somebody is watching over her shoulder. Paranoia. She sits by herself for hours, pretending to read when it's obvious she isn't. Lately, she's been covering her ears as if to keep out a sound and closing her eyes tight. Dad's losing patience with her. He's convinced she's lost her mind, and I'm starting to agree. She refuses to get any kind of help. Why can't she see that there is a problem? This isn't normal. Not normal at all. Why can't she see that? I hate to admit it, but I'm kind of scared. Scared for her. I don't know what to do. Jack. Lauren, it has a name. It has a name. February 23rd, 1962. Mom locked herself in the bathroom this morning. She sounded like she was talking to herself in there. Well, not to herself. It was like there was somebody else there. But there wasn't. I listened. I couldn't understand it, but she did say the name Joey. Clearly she's just obsessed with young Australian animals. I asked her later who Joey was, and she got really scared. Then she got angry and said, if you know what's good for you, you never mention that name again. This could be the key. If we could find out who Joey is, maybe we can save her. Jack. March 16th, 1962. Dear Lauren, well, it's done. The final papers have been signed. It hurt. A lot. But it had to be done. Mom has now been committed to a mental ward. I have to say, I am relieved. I know how you feel about it, but you weren't there. You didn't come home to see her screaming and tearing her hair out, running around the house, knocking down everything in her way. Cuts were all over her face, and the house was practically destroyed. I was so shocked I just closed the door and waited outside for Dad to come home. It was awful. She clawed at him, clawed at his face, and drew blood. It will haunt my dreams for the rest of my life. Thanks for coming out, Lauren. I don't think Dad and I could have handled it on our own. She kind of drained us, you know? Can I come to New York and visit? I need to get away for a while. Jack. May 17th, 1965. Congratulations, summa cum laude. I always knew you were a smarty pants, sis. Now you've got the documentation to prove it. Thanks again for letting me stay at your place for the weekend. It was just like old times, except you weren't smoking then. New York is an amazing city, and Columbia has a great campus. I can't wait to move down there in September. But until then, I've got to deal with our grumpy old man. He's insufferable as always. Ever since Mom, he's been hard to talk to, and very hard on me. I should tell him that you're smoking now. Maybe then he'll concentrate on you for once. See you again soon, Jack. Sounds like typical sibling rivalry. It's happened, Lauren, just like you eventually said it would. I'm in love. October 16th, 1967. Her name is Maria. She's from Italy, and we met in statistics class. She asked if she could copy my notes because her hand was tired. We ended up having lunch, and we've been inseparable ever since. She's incredible. She's got the most amazing red hair, and I want you to meet her. I'll come by soon. Jack. Aha! That must be, Rose's mother. Lauren, are you alright? Ever since Mom's funeral, you've been hard to reach. December 19th, 1970. I know it's been hard on us, but it's been 6 months. I tried calling, but you never answered. I came by the other day, but you didn't open the door. I knew you were there, Lauren. I could hear you. I risked using the spare key you gave me, but you changed the lock. Come for dinner on Christmas Eve. Maria is a great cook. We won't ask any questions. Just come. Mom might be gone, but we're still here. I miss my big sister. December 28th, 1970. Lauren, who is Joey? I went over last week to give you a Christmas gift. You didn't answer the door, but I heard you talking to somebody named Joey. Is it a boyfriend? Are you seeing a man named Joey? Is that why you've dropped off the map? Or is it something else? I don't think I need to tell you what. For God's sake, talk to me. February 13th, 1971. Lauren, I know you're annoyed, but I am not sorry. I didn't want to do it, but you left me no choice. Hiring a private detective to follow you was the only option left. He told me some odd things. You won't talk to me, but you'll talk to total strangers. You'll go to every far corner in the city at the strangest hours, and you talk to yourself when you think you're alone. Don't deny it. He heard it, and so did I. Not that any of it made sense. That alone is disturbing. Disturbing enough. But when he saw you collapse, you were all alone in some obscure park in the Bronx, when you just fainted. He was about to call an ambulance, but then he saw you get up again and walk off like nothing happened. You were always there for me growing up. Don't shut me out, sis. Let me be there for you now. Jacko, please stay away. Don't worry about me. There are things that need to be done, and I'm the only one who can do them. Don't ask me to explain. All I can say is that I understand our mother more than ever. She was never crazy, Jacko. Trust me on this, and take some comfort in it. You've grown up and you've grown tough, and you don't need anyone to fight your battles anymore. You don't need me, but I'll always be your big sister, Lauren. April 15th, 1973. I'm returning your letter because I refuse to accept it. No, you don't need to fight my battles. I'm not 14 years old anymore. But we are still family, and that's important. Especially now that Dad has died. Look, you obviously have something going on, and that's fine. I don't have to be involved if you don't want me to, but I still want you involved in my life. Maria and I are getting married in November. You are coming. No stupid excuses. Jack. November 24th, 1973. Greetings from Greece. If there were any words to describe the beauty of this place, it still wouldn't do it justice. Perfect spot for a honeymoon. Things have been busy, as you can imagine. But I wanted to quickly write to you to say that I'm glad you made the wedding. Of course, I'm still worried about you, but somebody has to. You take care, and stay in touch. Maria says hi.
There are some pictures stuck to the back of this letter.
Yay, pictures! I probably have to go to the next page for that one. Dear Aunt Lauren. Yes, Aunt Lauren. You're an aunt. March 31st, 1976. I'm a dad. Maria gave birth to a beautiful baby girl. We named her Rosangela, after Maria's grandmother. She's so quiet. She hardly cries at all. I'm all set to spoil her rotten, but Maria says to take it easy. She looks just like her mother, and there's a bit of you in her eyes, too. And Mom and Dad, everything our family was or will be, this child is it. Life is changing so fast. I just want to hold on to this tiny creature and never let go. The future is an exciting place, and I have everything I could ever want. I don't want anything to change. Ever. Jack. Maybe the pictures are in my inventory now. The Law Offices of Durkin and Goldberg. April 21st, 1981. Dear Ms. Blackwell, it is indeed within your legal rights to take custody of your 5-year-old niece. With the death of her parents, you are the only living relative. Please contact our office and we will start the necessary paperwork. Sincerely, John Durkin. Nope. Not gonna look at the pictures. I'm not gonna look at the, answer the phone. I'm gonna look at the pictures. Auntie Lauren. Father.
Is that my dad? He looks so young. I always pictured my dad as being older.
Well, he did get older eventually.
I assume that's my mother. She sort of looks like me, I guess. Other than that, she's a total stranger.
I'm surprised he had no other pictures.
That's definitely Auntie Lauren. She's looking at something off camera. I wonder what it was.
Let's look at the Christmas photo. I can't actually look at anything. I guess that's Lauren, that's Jack, and that's Patricia. She also seems to be looking at something off camera. Well, let's go ahead and save it. We'll pick it up in the next episode. See you then.